Intelligent reactors light the way at night. Bringing love to shadows, making everything right. One more chance to lift the fragile high. With open hearts we touch the sky. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. In hand we fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Conquers together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. Unity we'll see this through. In unity we'll see this through.
Hello guys. Welcome to Vico Real _space. Thank you for joining the show. Now let me say hello to everybody in the house. Okay, I can see Vimoelu. Thank you for joining the show. Yvette, thank you. Island Girl, welcome. Thank you. And I can also see Afro Kinita. Thank you for joining the show. Dagogo, hey, longest time, welcome. Grace Travels and Visa Requirements, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. And I also see Nixon Beresha, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Alison, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining the show, everyone. Thank you all, welcome. So, let's get on business now. The show must go on. This is a reaction video, Be Guided. So, we're going to guide you along with all the shenanigans that is in the market. Oh, Maria Brazil, sorry, I didn't see you. Welcome to the house. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Glendora. Welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. Who else haven't I said hello to? I think I've said hello to everybody. Yeah, Dagogo Brown. Yes, I've seen you too. Thank you, Dagogo. Thank you for joining the show. So today's shenanigans goes just as usual on a reaction part on some of the things that we've just witnessed recently, and some sort of comparison that needs to be, that has been identified and needs to be shown to other people. So this is exactly where we are. So it draws us a little bit back to the hamlet that Diemwango went to, and we also Mawira is also able to show us a little bit of that. So the culture seems more or less the same thing with that of Korea. So I got a win of this something, and I've been studying it, and I realized that we also need to address it too. At least let's get on the same page, and let's know exactly why Dee went that far. She was interested in that place, apart from having met the friend, and the friend is a YouTuber, and she's from that village I learned, and she said she used to live in Dubai before she returned. She relocated to Nigeria. So living at home too is cheaper, and probably that's why she chose the village life. But I see the culture is almost the same, because I could see the same hamlet, it's dates back to how they used to live in Korea. And with the Kohera Senior too, echoing in a lot of things that we are also going to discuss, and they were also going to see on the videos now, on some video clips which reflect exactly how they live, how this culture, cut across Africa, irrespective of the country landscape. Some certain people, because colonialism divided a lot of communities, giving them out to one country and pushing the other part to another country. and they became almost estranged from each other, but the culture remains the same. So I see a little bit of culture, the Korean culture here, with where Dee went to. The Hamlet was almost the same thing, and this was like Moira showed this something in is it Nairobi? Yes, it's in Nairobi. It's like the government tries to bring back this culture into for tourism motive. So he was able to capture that, and I was just trying to make comparison with what we saw. And now I realize probably because DNA is part of that community. So probably she was trying to relocate part of her ancestry that are in Nigeria. So when she chose to abuse them, then we have to revisit her own part that has almost the same thing. Because most of the things she does, most of the things she says, if you go back to her videos, if you go back to her real life, you realize that there's interconnection among them. And then you wonder why she's trying to abuse the culture in which she was born into. She was raised into a culture that is part of her signature, is going to be part of her life for the rest of her living a life on earth. So this is what I saw, but I'm going to play it too. But anyway, let me say hello to Monica. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. And who else haven't I said hello? I think I've said hello to everybody now. And Dagogo is there. Dagogo, okay. They went to Benue, northern Nigerian. She looks like them. African tigress went to Cross River State in the south. Yes, that is it. So the hamlet structure, everything, the this polygamy, polygamous life that you see, the first wife house, the second wife house, just like the hamlets that we saw there. So I think the Kenyan government tried to portray that, but it is used for for part of a tourism, showcasing how they lived back in the time and even up till now, because even Kohera up till today believes that the government had signed into law that you can take more than one wife. He said because the ratio of men to women is like 1 man to 7 women, and who is going to marry them? So he has been echoing this. And in reality, if we really have to make comparison, it's just that probably they needed to change their religion, which could have been easier, to accept, for most women to accept, because not most women will want to accept such a culture. So this is exactly where we are today. But guys, let me start playing with what Mawira showed us. Let me start with this, so you guys can have a look, and then we make a little bit of a comparison. And let's see.
That's where Maro comes from. This is the Kuria community. They are Bantu who hail from the southwest of Kenya, near the border of Kenya and Tanzania. As you always know, like Maro comes from the border of Kenya and Tanzania, and that's the only place that whereby you can eat lunch in Tanzania and have dinner in Kenya at your pleasure. So let's go and see how the houses are made. At the entrance, like this, on the left, on the right hand side, you can see is a granary. And then we have the place which are passing by because the airport is just nearby. Another thing that you also know about Nairobi. Nairobi is the only city in the world that has a national park in the city. So also these planes that you can see here, they are some of them they are wildlife planes, and some other as for passengers. So here we have a house, but it's not indicated if it's first wife or second wife's house, and the door are very short. Now let Mawira try to get in. I don't know if he's gonna make it. But before I get inside this one, let us first of all watch this one. It has no indication. So both of them they have doors. Okay. So you can see they are grass dashed. Then we have the fireplace here. And then we have the bed. This is another bed. We have this mat, I don't know what it's for. And now, the thing about these houses, as you can see, it is grass dashed. Then we have mud inside, on the inside side. And also in the middle of it all, they have some sticks that are intermingled. Like they are intertwined. The trees are intertwined so that to make the house to be more stronger. You can see this door is very short for Mawera to get in. It's very short. So, wow, this is confusing and also interesting. We have the second wife's house here. So I wonder whose houses are these. But now, I'll tell you something that this is now my own discovery, or something that I got when I was in Korea. When I got to Korea, I was told when you get to the Korea's home like this, the first thing you get is the gate. Then on the right hand side, you will meet the son's house on the right hand side. Then on the left, you have the daughter's house. And then at the far end, you'll meet the husband house in the middle. Then you have the first and the second wives. The first wife is on the right, and the second wife is on the left. That's how it's supposed to be. And then another thing I should know, basically these communities, they were predominantly, most of them, they were polygamous. As you can see, they have the first wife, the second wife. I don't know if they allowed the third wife. I don't know if right now, I guess now I understand why Maro said like he would love to have two wives. Then you have the grandma's house there. That's grandmother's house. And the houses look so neat, I'm telling you. Look at this, the smearing on the wall, you know, looks so nice. So how they do it, they mix soil and cow dung. That's the one that they use to make this house look this beautiful. Then on the other side, and then their compound, they have a very big compound. Up to date, the compound are always very big, as you can see. They have another plane coming in.
Right, guys. So, as we said, this place display exactly the hamlets that Dimwango went to. So that's why I said, you know, once something runs in your bloodline belongs to a certain group, it's always difficult to take it out, because whether you like it or not, it will stick with you and go with you wherever you go to, even when you try to insult that same lineage. But it will follow you, because the story will eventually come out. Like now, I wouldn't even have known that in Korea that they were also having hamlets like this with several wives, concubines, and all that. So let me say hello to Nixon Beresha. Welcome, Angela. Thank you for joining the show. And I think I've seen Yvette. Yvette, welcome. If I haven't said so, thank you for joining the show. So I was a little bit surprised that I see that because these people, they just abused what that is even part of them. You know what that they do? They use it to abuse other people. So it was like she'd never live in a place like that. She's never seen a place like that. But this is history that the government is trying to create for tourism's sake, displaying certain communities, certain hamlets were all there. Though I was only concentrated on this Korea, because I know what I saw here reflects exactly where she went to in Benue Plateau State in Nigeria. So I said, well, it must be, can it be a coincidence or what? Then at the end of it, you know, because Mawera says here that first wife, they used to have, when you enter by the left or by the right, either first wife or second wife here. And he doesn't know about whether there used to be the third wife. But the grandmother too lives there. You know, it's like a family enclave in which everyone, you know, puts on their tent in the same place. So I see this most of the time in Africa. It's common. Yeah, the hamlets in those days, this was our signature. This is how people lived, and it was convenient. It was comfortable. Yeah, because when you don't know more than what you have, then obviously you're comfortable with it. And it could even be only the richest people were even able to build this to live. So, and the cost was low because they just dig a moat behind their houses, and the trees, they cut it, and you know, they patch it, and they use the leaves there, the coconut leaves or palm tree leaves, and then they cover it, and life goes on. So this is exactly what I saw there when Mawera said that. Then, having said that, I took a little bit comparison to this one, but to see what we saw in Nigeria, but no, it's not here. It's not going to be here. There was a problem while downloading that. So I left there, and now I want to talk about the Kohera, because the Kohera, now made a very serious, a very strong something, because when he said he had 2 wives, I can imagine you're not rich, and yet you needed 2 wives. What was the fun? What was it about? So now he explains why even the government, that there was even a parliamentarian that even proposed that in a bill in the Kenyan parliament to be approved. Oh, it's JT that I didn't say. Hello, JT. JT, welcome to the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming to the house. So, and that lady was actually a second or third wife to another man, because there's this shortages of men in Korea. Hey, JT, are you there? Is that true? Is that true? That you find one man to 7 women. So for that reason, the lady had to propose that bill in the parliament. And most of them, he said he knows most of the politicians that are married as a second or third or fourth husband, just to answer Mrs. So person, Mrs. So person. And likewise, even the mother of the ex-president of Kenya, Kenyatta, that his mother was almost like the third wife or third or fourth wife. So it was normal to have a situation like that because of shortages of men. But I come to wonder why, how come they have shortages of men? It's not a country that has been to war, to think that probably most of the men went to the war front and they never returned. It's not a country that has been to war. So I started wondering what happened that there are shortages of men. But also, if we can really compare the situation in the villages there, because of this concussion drink, you see that most of the men are, dying because of the drink. So probably that could also cause shortages. But I don't know whether it's only in Korean side or in the whole country. So that's something to really talk about. So Fatma Abdul, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Dr. Cherry Cotto, thank you. Thank you for joining the show. So I see a lot of things to really compare here, because sometimes it's also good to, compare cultures, and see where these cultural differences can, bring actually some problems to certain communities. So that's exactly what I saw here. Hello, Kazan. Welcome to the house. Thank you. Thank you for joining the show. But anyway, let me take a look and see what you guys have to say. So Kazan said there is a confused element living in Lululand, thinking it went out of Kenya to outsiders who don't know her. Her awkwardness and lack of social norms, it's written on her face, and the people figure her out. That's true. People figure her out immediately. Only people, if they don't want to talk, but they just watch, but they have their own reservations inside them. So this is exactly who Dee is. She's caught out. She's caught out for that, and we see exactly where she's going to. So Yvette said, which lady? Kohera, wife, and isn't Kenyan. And where is she from? Which lady? Kohera, wife, and isn't Kenyan. Well, maybe Tanzanian, because this tomorrow, if they leave, if the law catch up with them in Tanzania, then they said, no, I'm from Kenya. And if the law catches up from them in Kenya, they said, no, I'm from Tanzania. So, a little bit of a mixed fortune there, because that 15 miles of freedom in both borders, to Tanzanian side and to this side, it makes people, it makes the law sometimes ineffective. So that's what I see there. So, and let's see what Dagogo Brown said. High illiteracy rate a few years ago, too, it's also one reason. Yeah, that's true. But I thought in Kenyan system, the secondary school supposed to be free, and probably even the university. I don't know, because most countries, most African countries, that's well adopted now. That's why they have private universities, and with private universities, then obviously you're going to pay a lot, to be able to learn more. But if you're if you're a born intelligent person, then nothing can stop you from excelling, even in a normal university, a government-run university. So that's what I see there. Intelligence is when somebody is intelligent, is intelligent. Fakare, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Glendora Davis said, if you follow the Bible with Jesus' teaching, you only get one wife and one husband. Until death do you part. Yes, that's true. That's how we were brought up under Christianity. But we see that some of the men, they use that, like what Kohera said, because I used to wonder how he could have been able to maintain two wives and how many children just because he want to marry. So the narrative that he puts out today about this one man to seven girls probably is to fit, or define his own motivation for having two wives. So he too, he was a hot cake, just like Madam Esther. So we can also try to understand their situation a little bit. So Yvette said a Kenyan wife still waiting for men to take care of them. Yeah, sometimes some lazy ones. Apart from not even lazy ones. The women, even when they have, they still want from the man. They still want it. It's not that they can't do without, because most of the women now, working class ladies and all that, they still want to. Something that's my husband, I need it. Then especially the ones that are sharing the husband with others. And why sharing the husband with others? Probably the money factor is there, economic factor is there, and the power too. So Yvette said Kohera is an old school. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Kohera is an old. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And so that's exactly what I see there. Angela said, and taking on wives equals more children who need school fees and uniforms. That's true, because when you take on more women, you are not even able to sustain yourself. You're not able to sustain yourself. And you'll be thinking how to feed a child, how to send a child to school, how to buy uniforms and all that. So sometimes, people just put themselves into situations that are completely out of this world, because in today's modern world with a lot of economic, hardship all over the world, and somebody's thinking of two wives, and he works with the government, then he's bound to steal, fraud, corruption, to be able to sustain the number of women that he has. And today he sleep in the house of this one, next tomorrow he sleep in the house of the second one. So it's like using women, making women become a tool of, what should I say? I dare not put it out there, but it's okay. If you know, you know. So Monique said, then we wonder why we are living in poverty. Yeah, we live in poverty because of so many factors. So many factors contribute to this poverty, because sometimes you don't need to, have an aeroplane to be self-sufficient. It's enough you have a normal job, you have a roof over you, and you can take care of your kids. I mean, they can go to school, they can eat. It's not that you need trillions, to make you happy. The basic things in life that, one needs that can sustain people good enough, without much problem. But sometimes African, where we bring problem to ourselves and say the tradition said so, or this happened so, or this is the situation, and the whole situation is all compounded. And at the end of the day, you sleep, you're thinking of tomorrow, you're thinking about the kids, you're thinking. That's why most people, they pass away because of the stress of liabilities that could have been well avoided, and they take it in. Wow. Kazan said, Vico, imagine having a co-wife like Dee who rarely shower, and the shared husband has to visit you next. Thank God that man or a woman is now practices. But what is wrong that I think all of them, they don't even like to shower. I don't know what's happening with them, because even the brother, when with the baby, after walking around Buenos Aires with the whole heat, and he said, no, we're not going to shower until we get to the next destination. The next destination will be in the night. So the whole day that you had walked round and round, and with the baby, putting the baby on the chest, and the baby will be smelling all the sweat. Oh my God. And let's see what Allison said. Allison said Marwa wouldn't have a problem to take care of his family because he doesn't spend a cent from his pocket. He only depends on his subscribers. What a shame for someone who calls himself a millionaire. Yeah, but one day the money will dry out, because it will get to a point. Look at what that is happening in America. that Trump is just sending people, out of a job just like that. It's people working with the government just wake up and send them out just like that without an alternative. And there are people that probably they have, mortgages to pay, they have bills, they have children, and probably some of those people too were sustaining Marwa. So how are they going to continue if they cannot take care of themselves? Then they'll be taking care of Marwa. So all that will play out. It's like a circle, because when one side, breaks down, or there's problem on one side, it affects the other. So it's like a circle. That's what he fails to know. That's what he fails to know. So Fakare said the smell brings the box. Hello, mosquito. That poor baby. I think so. The baby is in trouble. My God. The baby is in trouble. He's a strong boy. Monique, people are not going to be giving away their money forever. Yeah. It will stop one way or the other. They will wake up from their slumber and said, what have I been doing all these years? Why have I been doing this? I remember I had a friend that was almost sending money to Africa, sending. And she asked them for a favor, send money for them for a favor. She had an African party here. She wanted to go traditional and everything, and she sent money. They should, buy their attire, and with the headgear, they should tie it and everything. And told them, this diplomat is coming back so time. You have to get to her, give it to her to bring it to me. I need it. And the lady ate that money. And she called, and the diplomat said, hell, I've called your people. Nobody answered. What can I do? And she kept calling, and they didn't answer. After 3 months, and they called her, she was so mad that she went in and bring out her Western Union paper she used to send money to the family. And she calculated. And in 3 years, she had sent almost 65,000 euro to them. 65,000 euro. She was so pissed off. She was so mad. And she said, oh, I don't even have this in my account here. And I was able to be sending this to these people. And yet, the only favor they're supposed to do for me, and I had even paid for it, I sent money for it, and they refused. And I got shame. I couldn't go to the party. She was so mad because when she brought out all the papers, and she said, this is even apart from the one that she gives people cash, like people going home, she will go to them, drive to them, please, can you take this cash, take it to my sister, the children need to go to school, and all that. And she said 65,000, that's the one she saw from Western Union alone. She was so mad. They said, my friend, I don't have this in my account even, but I could do this for them. And they couldn't do nothing for me. They couldn't even help me even with my money. So sometimes, I say this in comparison to Marwa. It will get to a point, some people, maybe they look at their bill, what they have been sending to him, and said, hell, for what? Why did I need to do this? They will blame themselves. They'll feel very, very disappointed in themselves. And then, they will stay out. It happens. You never know. So Vimoelu said, Fakere, hello. Hello, Mino. Mino, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show, Mino. So, and Yvette said food stamps in America drying up. Yes, it's going to dry up because I think Trump wouldn't want something like that. If he's been able to scrap off the US aid and send all the workers out, and there's nothing, then it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So let's see how people will manage with the food stamps, and even after that, they still send something to Mora. So let Mora be prepared. He's going to get it. It's going to get it. It's not going to continue forever. The Google said Zan 16 Pungyant, offensive order. Extremely offensive. Fakare, I like Trump. Oh, he is going to fix them good. Yeah, I was Trump loyalist until yesterday. What I saw with Zelensky, the insult that was meted on Zelensky. I had a bad sleep tonight. I had a bad sleep last night about that. And I think I changed my mind. You can't really go somebody like that. That problem has always been there before Zelensky came to power. They had their differences. They had their problem. It wasn't his problem. He just inherited the problem that was always there. And they want to put everything on him. Man, I felt terribly bad. I couldn't sleep. How a human being could be humiliated in that way. Incredible. And anyway, even the Republicans too, they are also losing their jobs. So the ones that voted for him, they're losing their jobs too. So how is it going to play out? Sometimes when things happen, it's it's in a circle. When it comes in a circle, it affects everybody. So Kazan. Well, let's leave political and talk about our own situation here. Kazan, because see what's happening with Mama Grace house or houses built with quite an amount only to turn into a passport bro noodles bad business. Yes, that's true. You see all the boys going there. That's it. That was my title yesterday. You know, turned house to lover's nest. Yeah. So all the passport bros they were there. So now that house, it's like it was built for passport bros, and it's going to continue. Everything is done in the house. Everything is fixed. Man, a good kitchen. The kitchen is already done. His even log is done his own kitchen, and his boss hasn't done his own. So life goes on. Passport bro business, music, disco, girls, muzungus, just name it. They're going to line up there. They're going to line up there. Okay. Let's see. Dagogo Brown said Trump disgraced himself in the Oval Office yesterday. No diplomatic behavior, acted so crazy. Yeah, it was terrible. It was beyond. I was looking, I was opening my mouth, because in my house, my husband is pro Biden, and I was pro Trump. And he can call me, hey, come and see your friend. Hey, come and see your friend. Man, they were laughing at me. And I just couldn't imagine what I saw, what I heard. How could a human being be humiliated in that way? Couldn't it have been a different way out? Oh my God, help us. Hey, Chek Choma, welcome to the house. Chek Choma, welcome. Longest time no see. Thank you for joining the show. And Monique said, Kazan, they know the faults to deal with. That's true. That's true. The situation has changed. It's terrible. Terrible. Extremely terrible. And Gladys said Trump is losing his marbles as we watch. Yeah, it's true. It's going down. And I just could not imagine that overnight it could happen like that. But for me, when something hit me so hard, I couldn't sleep. I bet you guys, I couldn't sleep. That interview, the roughness that they handle this guy, it was too much. It was too much. He's a president of a country, no matter what. He won on a landslide. He had a landslide winning in Ukraine. That was, I think, 72% or something. He won that election. So if people didn't want a change, they wouldn't have put him in. So he's just there to do something for his people. But they call him here to just disgrace him just like that. Lord have mercy. Hey, the champ is here. Hey, I won't let you go. You'll be the last to leave here today, the champ, because you're coming late. So you'll be the last to leave. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Check Joma. Thank you. Does anyone expect any better from Trump? Keep waiting. Hold your breath while waiting. Well, it's going to get rough, but maybe the next election, you guys will know exactly what to do. You guys will know exactly what to do. Check. Welcome. Thank you. Let's see. Angela said, Mayugno need to stop chasing the clubs and the Muzungus. Village boy not ready for the world. Yeah, Muzungu is like, if the boss can have it, and why not me? So it's sort of competition. It's a sort of competition. Then the other guy, what's his name again? There's another white lady there in the village too. What's the name of this guy? There's another white lady in the village right now too. So it's sort of competition, It's like they feel wanted. Oh, now I'm being wanted. Oh, they need me. So for Mayugno, when they come to my house, it's okay. And the Villa Medellin, that is even small. Let's wait and see. G Castle. When G Castle is completed, then we know that we are there's something going on. Oh my God. 1 second, let me plug my battery. Okay. On my I had it on so that sometimes when it goes off, then goes down, then I have it. So where is it for? Yeah, I got it. So that's exactly what you're seeing here. And Angela said, and I watched that girl Alex video when she was painting Mayugno nails blue. He said he didn't care about people calling him gay. Is he a gay? G Castle. Is he a gay? G Castle too. Yeah, it's going to happen. Check Choma, once G Castle 2 is open, maybe we're going to see another shenanigans in that part too. It's going to be a lot of a competition there, you know. But it's also good, you know, a little bit of a development live in the village. But I just wish that they'll be careful, you know, in what they're doing. They, they don't get caught up in certain things that wouldn't look good for them. So they just have to, play calm and all that. It comes is the age. So they're all under 30, so is the age. So Alison said, whatever we have inside will always come out for others to see exactly who we are. We can only pretend for a while. Yeah, you pretend for a while, but after some time, man, you get to a point that you can't pretend anymore and everything will come out. And Alex even called Vincent, Angela said Alex even called Vincent gay. I think I heard her say that Vincent, what you doing? The Alex too is trying to, I think she's trying to build her channel. That's what I see there. She's trying to build her channel. Hugo Brown said, but I love the fact that they are treating Alexis well. Yeah, for the meantime, yes. But let's hope they don't go get drunk and, do some other wrong things that will also put them into trouble. I hope they don't get drunk, because when there are boys like that and they're all drinking, eating, a free time, they don't really have any fixed thing to do. So you can imagine they can take to another level when they get to the nightclub, maybe with all these small this thing that they sell there, they take it, and before you know somebody is being raped, then there's problem. So Gladys Smith said Crayuno is following in the footsteps of his boss Mura. He thinks being with Muzungu is scoring a good wife, premium tiers, loading. No, with Muzungu, normally they generate more viewers for their channel. So I think that's one of the reasons. Because look, imagine this guy now. What do you call him? El Nasto with the wife. Going to bath in the river there. Scrubbing the wife's body. What is it for? Because probably, since he's with his wife, he won't be able to get to the Muzungu for views. Then he planned another strategy. Let's go to the river. Let's do it there. And the wife said, this is my first time. Let's do it there. I will do it with you. It's for views. Because he cannot leave his wife to join these guys with the girls. So that's what I see there. That's what I see there. And Gladys said, Mayugno, my Memugugi is too funny. The new passport bro, he is a comedian. Too funny. Yeah, that's true. That's how we discovered him, from the beginning as the chief mason in Villa Medellin. So that's part of his signature, which has also helped him build him up till now. So that has also helped him. So Choma said, Monique, yes. And I saw him spray air freshener in the living room like crazy. Wonder how bad the room smells. Yeah, because they don't shower. I see the other day, the Alex was saying, I want to shower. I want to shower. Up till now, I haven't showered. So then I keep wondering what's happening. He has an underground tank. And why not? Why not get the girl? If it's not running through the tap, through the pipe, get her a bucket of water and let her shower. But it didn't happen. Hi, Lucy. Welcome, Lucy Warren. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So that's what I saw there. Cham Cham. Hey, Angela. Angela, over to you from the Cham. And Angela, if a true cause right now, it's all about the views and money. Yeah, it's all about views and money. That's what I see there. It's all about views and money. And Nasto cannot do otherwise since he has a woman with him. If Nasto wasn't married, he would have jumped into the wagon too. So that's what I see there. So Kazan said, Vico Mayugno is not street smart like Vin. And the Muzungu visitors, if he is not careful, they put him in a fix financially and his image. We see some men lost it all running after party Muzungu. Yes, Vin is smarter than Crayuno. and he's trying to use a little bit of fame of Cryuno, to uplift himself, because recently we haven't been hearing more about him, apart from, changing a passport bro, changing women. Any new Muzungu coming to town, and he will try to get there, do his normal stuffs, just for notice. And now with Cryuno, he knows that, oh, we can also change a little bit of a scenario here. And now they went to have a look at the land. And let's see whether truly they really, really intend to buy or build there, or just for the views. That's what I see there. That's what I see there. So this is where we are. Hit the button, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So Vincent, let's see. What did Angela said? Vincent said he used the bucket for his bath, but see him from the slums. You know how to survive. Yeah. And most people in Africa, even when even when you become rich today, we all know how we all started. You get to know how to super survive, even going to boarding schools, and they're doing a lot of things on your own. That really actually really helped a lot of people to grow to be independent. Most kids that went through boarding schools, so it helped, because you discover who you are, and a lot of punishment in those days, a lot, not today. Oh, times have changed, man. So now we see Kazan. Check Chioma. The Muzungu girls had not showered since the trip from Nairobi. The other Muzungu girls were in the car when they started the trip. I guess they are in the background. Yeah, that's true. The other Muzungu girls, they said they live in Migori. They were going to stop in Migori. But this Alexi kept on that day telling Mayuno, I need to shower. I need to take a bath. I haven't taken a bath. Before finally she, decided to bring out some tissue, a wet paper, wipes, to wipe her face. I haven't showered. So I keep wondering. Then that means the boys who didn't shower. That's exactly what it means. That means they didn't shower too. So the Hugo Brown said Vin is actually with Alex, but he is using Alex with Mayugno SD as a cover up. Wow. It can be true, you never know. Just to fool everybody for the show. Just to fool us. Just to fool us as okay, as a show. Yeah, as a cover up. Yeah, I got it. Kazan, she did passport shower. Yeah, that's what she did, because she waited, she kept asking. She can also be with her, under her menstrual period. She needs to clean. And you keep asking for a bath, and nobody's answering. Man. I don't even know what to say. So Check Choma said, Kazan, the two other girls were dropped off somewhere in Migori. Let's hope they are staying in a good hotel. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. I just believe it. There's something going wrong. There's something going on there. And the champ said, seem like some of the people from that village have primitive habits, extremely primitive habits, extremely. Even when YouTube has opened a little bit of doors for them, and they could hear interactions from reactors, they can, cross-check what this one thing, but they're still, inside their own closets. They have refused to, break out. The only thing they see is that money coming from M-Pesa. Then now the Muzungu factor for the views is what that is really, really raining right now. So let's wait and see whether Lady J is going to go and bring his own too. So Kazan said Nasty Nasto was there immediately. The Mayugno and the visitors arrived. I wondered why visitors alone without Miss Flair. And he is a married man going to a passport bureau bachelor pad. Yeah, that's what I said. He knew he cannot really, interact with the Muzungus because of Miss Flair. So I think that was why he said, hey, these people are making views. Okay, take Miss Flair to the river. Let's shower together. I scrub your back and you scrub mine. He said, this is going to be a good content. Yeah. And if you look at, the views, they had a lot of views because of that. So it's like he diverted the attention, to something positive for him, that could work out for him. It was just, to distract the attention, because for him, it was like a missed opportunity because he is married. So that's the only thing that stopped him. If not, he could have joined them. So that's what I saw there. So let's see what Nixon said. Nixon said Alexis thought Nyabohanse is a modern village only to find an active construction site without basic amenities. She's used to. Yeah, the thing is that Crayuno had built an underground tank, that he even constructed, take the up to make that up, was it like a balcony or something? Then under there was the tank in which the water comes from, when it's raining. So I'm wondering, because the storage was really big. It was big enough to be able to carry the whole house. And how many of them living there that the water wouldn't have been enough or wouldn't be running in the tap? The water's supposed to run, but who knows why, what he's doing about it. So that's why I was surprised that the poor girl kept asking, I haven't taken a shower. I need to take a shower. I need to take a shower. Then my mind just went, I said, oh, maybe he has his monthly cycle. And here he is asking, and it's important for her to clean up, but the boys said they don't know. Their mind is not there. So the champ said Marwa is sick that Wodemaya is leaving his channel in the dust, trying to justify his channel struggles. He will never get over Wodemaya. And Wodemaya is no more a match. That is what he fails to know. He's no more his match. He has to find a way to move on. So Gladys said you can take a villager from the village, but not villageness in them. Look at Mora and Dimon. Well-traveled, but still primitive like their ancestors, the primates. That is true. Extremely primitive. And the list is just showing off, making noise and all that. And then we know all those shenanigans, what it means. But I think they have also learned a little bit. They have learned, even though they pretend they're not learning from us. They have learned from us because most reactions, are things that are supposed to even open their eyes. Put them in the right place. You accept the critics, but then you were to see, was it really something positive for me, or probably I was wrong? Okay, let me do it this way. But sort of in between, and we see how it goes. And the Czech Choma said, Nixon, yeah. I actually thought Mama Grace's house had the amenities. It looks like a deceptive. Well, it's possible. It's possible because I wouldn't have imagined that the water is not running, because the bathroom is well made. The bathroom, the kitchen, everything is there. Even Crayuno said he doesn't even know how to put on the gas, and yet the gas is there. So he doesn't know how to put it on. So I really think of So, and Dagogo Brown said, now I know why Marwa's so bad. And the next one said, Wodemaya lives in Marwa's head rent-free. That is true. That's true. He lives rent-free. Let's see. Monique said, the champ is here. He says they make the same amount of views, but he has to work every day. And the other guy, one day. My God, these people are so funny sometimes, when you look at what they say, it's we don't really even understand where they're taking us to. And the Kazan said, Check Choma, this was a mission plan way back. Whether Kenge was informed by Vin about the international visitors and the plans to visit the village. Remember, Kenge was an emergency exit which failed. Yeah, that's true. And Kenge wants to control even when he's not around. He wants to know who and who is coming to the village. So I think they give him daily report on that. So that's what I see there. And Glendora said, Rocio put Mara on house arrest. He's becoming an old man. Honestly, he doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. Maybe the plumbing work is not done. Yeah, but as a chief mason, he knows the right thing to do. What could have happened? Because they have a beautiful VC set, complete set, the shower, everything, and the wall, the tiling. So why wouldn't it work? Or probably there was maybe sabotage somewhere about the pipes and all that. You never know. Something could have really happened. So guys, I'm going to play another video for you guys here. Marwa on his way to the village. So let's see what Kohera is really talking about. because actually today I wanted to talk about Kohera because it's like Mara has abandoned his biological father to the mercies of intelligent reactors and intelligent keyboard reactors. Because the people that are really sustaining Kohera right now, they are people from our own path and not on Marwa's camp. The people on Marwa's camp are even abusing the biological father. So this is the problem here. Why would a man that claimed to be a millionaire abandon a biological father? We can see from the picture the latrine, the pit latrine, how it is. We can see he was still smiling. You know, he's still a happy man because he's lived all his life like that. So it's just that the changes that he's seen and he wants to be part of it. But who are the people helping him? It's from our own camp, the intelligent reactors and intelligent keyboard reactors that are reaching out to help this poor guy. But it's a shame because when you see that toilet at a public latrine and the new one is trying to construct, oh my God. And I say, what is this? And Conrad that tie his leg up and drop the head down is living rent-free in his own house, the house that he constructed. The land is of the mother, according to the Kohera, that even that land, the wife took loan to buy, in which the house is, all the lands that they have. And yet, you have a villa like that. And your father, they were showing where he's staying. Even look at the public latrine. My God, what a shame. Hello, Lucy. Lucy, how are you, girl? How are you? Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna still play Kohera's something now for you guys to see. Marwa is foolish. Monica. How could he compare 1 day work with 7 days for the same pay? Fools of the highest order. Yeah, that's true. He just lacked that common intelligence, or he is just born like that. He doesn't care, give a damn about others. That's what I see there. So Monique said, I play this, then I showed this. No man eating my money I work for, especially a man telling me he wants 10 women. That's true. Now, let me play Kohera. We start here first, and then we see.
This one, I don't know, maybe I'm going to put it as I end my video. And so many friends said they are going to support me and form Team Kohera, building the latrine and going on with the projects. Ladies and gentlemen, let me assure you that with the due respect and with your proper support, as we move this year, you'll be seeing me changing the home. Let those who think that they are superior, some people are poor, some people are what. I'm very sure there is none of any YouTuber who does not have a friend who supports him. So when people like Mr. Mache love that latrine, I believe he also has supporters. So likewise to Kohera, I have my friends, and I believe my friends are going to support me as we are moving. So thank you very much, my dear friends.
So, Kohera said he has his own friends that are supporting him, and he believes people like Omaye also have people supporting him, unlike just like every other person. But who are these people supporting him? Certainly not from Mora's camp, not from his own camp. So it's like Mora just abandoned the father to our own side to support. So because all the people, all the support must be coming from our own side, certainly not from Mora. Mora's side, they are only insulting the father. But I wonder whether Mora doesn't even have sense, a little bit of a common sense. He should supposed to be able to warn his minions. Whatever it is, I don't want any insult to my parents or to this guy, even if he doesn't want to call him a father. But please don't abuse him. Supposed to do that. And now, yeah, Kohera is showing his public latrine, his latrine, how it looks like. But does Marwa sleep well? Because if you build for Machete Man, what did Machete Man really do for you? Because of him, you lose an eye. Couldn't wake up to help you, you know. And with all the punishment, what did he do for you to deserve what he's enjoying today? So why not Kohera, you know, abandoning him to our own side? Very soon now, by the time all the intelligent reactors put up, you know, things together now and help him, because probably after the latrine, somebody would say, oh, let's try it, you know, build something for him. Then after that, when he have a comfortable living, then Mora now will now come my father. He knows what he's doing. He's a strategist. He's a con artist. That's what that guy is. So you can imagine the father. Well, let's see what you guys said here. Monique said, Kohera is another beggar on the streets. Go support your freaking self. Go walk the fields. Yeah, it's too hard. It's difficult now for him with the leg now, you know. But, you know, he see a very soft life from what the son, you know, how he's living and other villagers they are living. So for him, well, it's an opportunity too, if I can bring out some small stories. So he too has been strategizing to be able to drop some small stories, you know, that can, you know, earn him something in the YouTube viewerships and all that. So far it's working for him. At least he's had his first pay, and at least too, he's decided to use, he said the first money that he had was when he dropped that sand, the tipper load of sand, you know, for the latrine, and probably from there, probably he's going to have some people say, some people are asking him how, you know, they can reach out to him, and he told them through his phone, you know, money phone and all that stuff. So it's going to happen. But the irony of it is that it's the, you know, intelligent reactor side and the keyboards reactors that are going to do this work for the father of a millionaire called Mora. So it's a shame. It's a shame, honestly. It's a shame. But and I just look at it, because it's like Mora, tomorrow he feels he played good, he succeeded and all that, you know. But so by the time we realize with the, you know, reconcile with the father, then the good has come. The guy now has a comfortable house, everything, you know. It's going to happen, because one day he's surely going to look for him, you know. So Angela said about how they stand up and shower with a bucket to wash up. Like you gotta wipe your behind good. They need 2 buckets of water. Yeah, for whichever way it is. In the primitive ages, that is how people used to, in the boarding schools too, in Africa too. That's how we used to do it. In even standing on the rain, when the rain rains from the roof, you know, that home nostalgia I miss a lot. You know, you just come, you remove your clothes and stay under the rain, you know, with the rain dropping on your head from the roof. It used to be something really nice. Most people do it in the boarding school too. We used to do it too, you know. If you don't want to go and get a bucket of water if it's raining, say, hell, why do I have to go fight? I come out and I stand here and have my shower, and that's it. It was nice. It was so. Here, I don't know why he could have given the lady a bucket of water. You leave her with soap, leave her with a small cup or container to take and pour the water on her body, and that would have been enough. So, but that didn't happen. Kazan, Check Choma is laughing at Kazan. So Money Moy said, whose problem is it? They are all the same. People are not working for them. It is a disgrace. Yeah, but people keep sponsoring that kind of life. When you sponsor that kind of life, then that means you're encouraging them to be, you know, lazy. You know, because you see healthy men like that, just roaming the village with Muzungu, not doing anything. And at the end, money is coming to the pocket. Somebody sending money, wiring money. Oh, wow. Incredible. So Alison said, I have to exit, guys. Have a meeting to attend to. A blessed weekend to everyone. Thank you, Alison. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for your time, and have a good day. Bye-bye. So Dagogo said, Marwa's biological father still lives in a mud house. Yet this same guy mocks his villagers living in same mud houses. Arrogant calf man. That is true. It's like he felt he didn't know, because when I saw that latrine, then I took a look at the house there. So it's a sort of a plastered with cement a little bit, but some cracks, some up there. You could still see the woods, you know, that they put in covering the mud and all that. So it's not a comfortable living. But then, why is he managed? Why is he married to 2 women. And now he's still talking about the women. So, guys, I'm going to play this a video clip now about this women, something that he's still talking about. Because I really don't understand somebody that is not really handicapped. I wouldn't call him handicapped because he said there was outbreak of that what he has now by then, and that's why he had it. And probably the government, there was no investment to to help them. There was no medical outreach for that by then. You can imagine probably 40 years ago, or no, not even 40 years ago, because as I said, when he was born, so probably maybe 60 years ago. So, and he had that. So let's see what he said here again about this marriage.
Man in Kenya can marry 7 wives heartfully, then there will be no more number of single ladies in our country. So this motion was passed, and in Kenya it is legal. It is legal to have more than 1 wife. So the discussion was done. It was assented. It was signed. It is a law. And now, but now you find that, I don't know, it is so hard to some ladies to accept that she can be a second wife. And by the way, just understand that the number of men is very low compared to ladies. And each and every lady has a right to have a husband. But now you see, once this lady grabs a husband, once you grab and get married to a husband, now you protect that husband. You don't want him to marry the other lady who is actually floating outside there. You'll agree. So ladies become so bitter. They become so protective.
So you guys can see Kohera is advocating for polygamous because he is already a polygamous man. Lucky him with his situation. He still had somebody, some people still ready, probably young women, to marry him. So why not others? And now he said that a lady in the parliament had even proposed that for that bill to be passed. And that lady too was also like second or third wife to somebody. So that at least, I think in that case, when they do that, so that the children will be legally the husband's children, because if it's this concubine sort of, if something were to happen in Africa, they'll say, we don't know you, where are you from, and all that stuff. But if the government allows it, because I don't know whether there's any law on earth in any modern states that will allow that, only through Sharia courts as a Muslim, but as a Christian, and they're two different things. The government should be separated from, from religion. Religion shouldn't be part of the running of the government. So, not because you're a Muslim, you're entitled to, then the law should favor you to do that, and the other one too, because it's a Christian, is not entitled to. So I don't really understand what Kohera mean by that. That it's legal now that it was passed in the parliament. Anyway, so far nobody has confirmed something like that. So I feel a little bit uncomfortable with that, and also take into consideration his situation. He's still a little bit handicapped, and with the pension, whatever pension he would have received is not enough, and yet you have 2 wives, and yet you're still crying about Esther, my dear Esther. Who does that? So that's what I see there. Angela said, Monique, I would make it work too, but I need 2 buckets, soap, wash clothes, and a chair to feel clean. Yeah, that's true. If you really need to be in that situation to, you can get a small stool. Most people sit in a small stool and they take their bath, in a house where you don't have the bath or the shower. But if it's shower, man, you can just stand and the water run from your head down, and that's it. And you're done. So Kohera tried to make a point here, to try to make a point here to justify why he's married to 2 wives. But then, not that he's going to come on YouTube street to beg money to sustain the wives or the children. This one will need to go to school, and this one will need school uniform and all that, because gradually, it's going to get to that. It's going to get to that. And probably this is one of the reasons Mora is running. I would have known how many step siblings has he got, because Mora is supposed to be his first child. So the ones from 2 wives, maybe one wife will have 3 or 4, another one 4, making 8 plus him, or at most 7. Then Mora will say, hey, if I am the firstborn, and the condition, the tradition stipulates that the firstborn has to be able to take care of the other siblings, then all these guys are going to fall on my head? No way. So Mora will run because he would want to drop, he's dying to drop on that basis. That's what I see there. But having said that, let me say Kohera too. Tomorrow, I know, after building the toilet, people are going to, try to see if they can help him construct a little something, because I believe this is exactly what he's looking for. He said he has a lot of loads and loads of farmland. Good enough, they have even cows, so they can even be drinking fresh milk. They can be drinking fresh milk. So it's exactly what I see there. So the champ said Marwa subscribers are bots, That's why his channel is doing bad. I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. Probably that's the same one that he used in, for most of the diasporans that came for shout outs. So he knows exactly, we know exactly the tingo. We know exactly what it is. So, Check Choma, I was laughing at Allison. What did Allison say? Check Choma. The Check Choma, bye bye. Please don't bye bye. Check Choma. Allison, are you going? Don't go yet. Okay, let's see. Let's see from here. Let's read from here. Kazan said Kohera's suggestion of polygamy cannot work because recently I saw in YouTube a demonstration in Kenya, women complaining their men are impotent. Plus, Jinto and GT River is a 1-minute man. My God, let's not go into that. Kazan, are you a female, sorry, or male? Tell me. Because if you said that 1 minute, I wouldn't understand. But if you're a man, obviously, of course, you know what it is. So Monica said, Angela, you can't camp out in the Sahara Desert. No, impossible. And Kazan said, check Choma, maybe Kohera kept of due to conduct a violent history. Yeah, I think so. It wouldn't have been a match to Condat, even when they were still young, because Condat, probably when he was still young, he would have been extremely violent. So he wouldn't have been able to match him. So I think the best thing, probably he ran away from him because of that. Could have injured him or crushed his foot. Then he sit on a wheelchair. No, better to leave him like that. Then Gladys Smith said Kohera needs to pay back child support first, even before all this construction. Hey, Gladys, don't be surprised that people that are going to, sponsor Kohera, and it's going to be from the intelligent reactors and intelligent keyboard reactors. It's going to happen. It's certainly not from Marwa, because Marwa's scam, they're abusing him every other day. Each time he brings out any video, they are attacking him. Certainly not from there. And Marwa is listening without even cautioning the people, without telling them, stop it, this is my dad. Or let's not abuse anybody. He's not cautioning them, What does he want? What he wants is just his money from his followers and nothing more. So Maria Brazil said, for us, they live in the past, but for them, it's real life. We get shocked, and they also get shocked with our lifestyle. Yeah, that's true. They know exactly the thing, or they understand the thing. What can we do? Tel Aviv. So Angela said, yes. Angela said, Monique, yes, I can I am from the hood. Wow, that's true. It's good. If you understand the tingo, then it works. And Monica said the Gladys Miss GK 100%. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we see Victoria. Enjoy your evening. See you soon. Bye bye, everyone. Okay, champ. I release you today. Thank you. Thank you, champ. So I'm gonna play one more video. Check Choma Vico. I want to know too. Kazan, are you male or female? Yeah, Kazan. Tell us. Because when you talk about 1 minute, then these guys are just 1 minute on. Then what comes to our mind is first to know who we are talking to, then we know exactly how to expatiate it. So, Kazan, over to you. Where are you? Are you there? It's okay. Kazan said it was Jintu who said it. 1 minute, man. It was Jintu who said, not me. And Angela said, what did Angela say? 1 minute, man, low. Some are seconds. There's just this villager will never stop making us laugh. My God, they always No, we have to know exactly. Okay. Kazan said, Kazan, you man or woman? Kazan, everybody is asking. Kazan, please. Eh? Please respond. Tell us exactly. So that we know how to pitch our tent, you know? Kazan. Okay. Kazan, we're still waiting for you. Angela, you're killing me. Angela, finish me. Angela, you finish me. How? Kazan said, Angela, you finish me. You're killing me, Angela. Kazan. Kazan, say something. Everybody is curious at this point. Everybody wants to know something. Please. Kazan, where are you? Say something. We're all waiting. Choma. The champ is still here laughing. Please don't go. Don't go. We'll soon be closing. I still have to play one video. Monique. Kazan is all man. Monique. So Kazan. No, but we want to hear from Kazan. Kazan, where are you? Have you run into the bushes? We want to hear from Kazan. I better say I am he, she. No, it's not true. It's not true. You're in between. You cannot be in between. Just tell us one thing, just one that you feel comfortable with. Then we know. When you know, you know. If you know, you know. Kazan is hiding his identity card. Okay. Angela, I always wonder how a polygamous man gets down. His one man can hardly keep up with one woman. It's difficult for me too. Sometimes it's difficult, honestly. Even in abject poverty, and you're going after two women, and those two women, they want to have kids. And even when they don't want to have kids, when you're with them, no raincoat, fresh young lady, fresh blood. What do you expect? Very soon is pregnant. And that's it. And Chek Choma said, Vico, Kazan is a man. I had my suspicions. Now you're talking. Good. Kazan too is talking too. I said already, man. Oh, thank you, Kazan. At least now we know something. Thank you, Kazan. Yeah. Then you know the tingo. You understand the tingo. The 1 minute on and 1 second on. Kazan, man, no. So let's greet the new person in the house. Hi, this is Sondra from India. Sondra, welcome. Nice toy you have there. Beautiful. Welcome to the show. Thank you. So, Miss Gladys, your answer has been, your question has been answered. Kazan, stay away from Daisy, Junior, and Didi. Kazan will mind his business. My God. Okay. So let's see what did. How are you, Sundra? I am fine. Welcome. And you? How are you? So Miss Gladys says, okay, Kazan said, Gladys Miss, good advice. I saved my back. Very good. Hi. Welcome, Sundra. Welcome. I think Sundra needs, he wants some subscription. Add your link. Sundra, add your link. Maybe somebody can subscribe to you. Just type your link, okay? Okay. Monica said, Angela, they don't take shower unless they are tired. It's true. They don't. Okay. Now, let me play something else. Let's talk a little bit, and after that, we close. Let's see. Guess who? Gitiri, the international driver for Safari driver.
I am on the video.
Okay.
Yes, I want to tell you these amazing supplies from me.
Okay.
Yes.
Turn off the music.
I was doing exam. I was passed very good, and also I thanks God, man, and also I thank you, Thames Abilon Simon.
Oh, thank you, Gitiriba. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. So,
Congratulations.
so I was going there. I was passed very well. I'm waiting like 3 days to getting our driving license.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Maro. I appreciate, man.
Well, the Safari driver has graduated, guys. So now we are going to wait for this Safari. But meanwhile, the boss had told him, oh, you're going to start with a public transport first. Because probably the Safari business is not really going on. It's not going to go on for a while. But I'm wondering why they haven't been able, because now they were able to take the baby in a local flight. In a local flight, I know it's possible, with a small baby. But international flight, that one for sure, they need a passport. Without a passport, there's no way that baby can, be taken on board. With international passport, with international flight, it needs a passport. So I think they were just trying to experiment. Is it possible? Can we first take the baby like this with only an ID? So now they succeeded. So I think they're going to think about something else. But something is really keeping Mora behind in Argentina. There's something keeping him behind, because if not, supposed to have come back or leave. Or is he is Rusio chaining him down there or what? This is exactly what that I don't know. Because the Safari is supposed to go on. Now, the driver for the Safari has a license. So the driver has a license. So what are we not talking about? So where is the Safari car? When is it going to happen? We want to know. Why is Mora tied down in Argentina? What's happening that he's not able to leave? Is he waiting for his resident permit, or is he waiting for the baby's passport? What is keeping him behind? Because Safari business must go on. So Gladys Smith said, our license. Hope Mora doesn't think it's for both of them. Only Gitiriba. It's possible. Like in some countries where you have so much strong resemblance, they can travel with each other's paper, do a lot of things with each other's paper without people realizing. So Kazan said, Vico, why is Kenge so ignorant about the tour rules and regulations to ferry tourists? How does a new driver take visitors to safaris with no experience with animals, danger, and all that? Yeah, that apart from the having taken the driving license, then if he really has to do this, then I think he needs to consult with the Ministry of Tourism, and they will also tell them exactly what to do. That he needs to get a familiarized course, that can guide him if he has to become a tourist driver, a safari tourist driver. It takes a lot. You just can't wake up and say because you have a license and that's it. And that's what he was trying to say. I have succeeded, boss. I now have a license in 2-3 days. But man, even even Mayugno English is even better than his own. How come? Because Mayugno started from the scratch. We knew when Mayugno started as a chief mason that he could not, he was forcing it, managing, forcing it. No, so which language is he going to communicate with the tourists? In Swahili or I don't know yet. I don't know how it's going to happen. But we're going to see. We're going to see what it is. The Weaver Brown said he drank so much placenta juice he forgot his village. That's true. Because what is really keeping him there? What is he really doing there? The baby is there already. The baby wouldn't have problem about passport in the future. Or is he waiting for his own resident permit to be true or something? Something must be keeping that guy there. We know Murad is not the type that will want to stay in one place like that for too long. And let's see, because already had announced that even when they have to go back, that he wouldn't want to stay in that same place with the parents-in-law, especially the mother-in-law. So, but that is his official residence and that of the baby in Argentina. If he needs a resident permit, you have to give an address. You have to provide an address, and that's the address. That's the only address for now that he has. So Angela said the Messiah tribe sleep with one woman each night. They have multiple wives. Wow. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. Glendora, did they have earplugs in the baby's ears for when the plane took off? No, they didn't. They didn't have that. I noticed that. And Mora was saying, you see, for me and Rusio, we had problem, but the baby no. How will you know that the baby doesn't? How will you know? Because in the future, that is when you find out. And I even tried to look at the plane. Were they sitting on the wing of the plane? Because when you sit on the wing of the plane, that's when you really get that strange something on your ear, as if your eardrum is exploding. I used to have it. That's why when I book like online, I check the seats. I check where the wing is. Where the wing is. If it's full, then I will never get on that plane. Then I won't get on that plane because I know that it's going to disturb me the whole time. My eardrum will almost plug out. So when I hear him said, "Oh, we got in and we had this, but the baby was fine." How do you know? How do you know? Wow, that's it. We thought we've seen it all. We've seen so much about these guys. So Chek Choma said, Kazan, Mora doesn't even take out a travel insurance for himself, let alone the tour passengers. No way. Mora to spend a dime. He's accumulating all the money, packing all the money. He doesn't want to spend anything. You see him year round, the same clothing, every year. Even imagine the sweater that he was wearing. Throw out just one sweater. You could not bring out money, even during when they were doing sales, to buy one sweater, they sent something, 1 or 2 or 3 sweater. Only one sweater that guy keep wearing. He wore it to the party for the nephew of Rocio. What was the guy's name that made a 18-year-old party, 18-year-old birthday? He wore that. Another party again, the same thing. Outside, the same. My God, what is he doing with his money? What does he do with his money? That's what I don't know. So Monique, Angela said, Monique, yep, Mayugno was faking. He speaks English okay. Is it true? And Gitiriba can drive Jeyu, Janet, Judy, and Doreen. Gitiriba. Oh, that's an achievement for him, eh? Kazan said the Chek Choma Kenge should embrace himself for real lawsuits and paving compensation. That's if he goes into the safari business. But to go into the safari business for him alone with his situation, I think he will hardly be able to get a license for that. Anyway, he can also say that he wouldn't be operating on the field. Probably the wife will be overseeing everything, or Gitiriba, but is Gitiriba learned enough about the wildlife? About wildlife, you want to establish something like that. I mean, you have to have a little bit of knowledge of what that is obtainable, the dangers and all that. But so far, Gitiriba only have a license, and that license, well, it's good for the poor guy. He can also use it to go and get a car and be driving his taxi. Because once he gets it, who knows whether it's Mora that paid for it or his own people that paid for it, So Kazan said Kenge was not able to maintain a generator. How will he maintain a car? No. Even the generator, it was all donation, donation, donation. I was asking people every day, I need to fuel the generator. The generator is out. The lights, the government don't want to give lights, and yet they went to pay money to illegally connect lights as I head to that street. And when the people in the office got wind of it, that is when everything blew up. He blew the opportunity there. And he will come online and give his supporters a different story. We've heard it, we've seen so much of him. So Kazan said, Check Choma, so true, another disaster about to happen. Yes, it's going to happen, but for Giti River, whether he paid for it or he didn't pay for it, at least the license is on Giti River's name. It's never going to go on Mura's name. Never. So Check Choma said, Kazan, for sure, plus most coming tells it's going to be a fun ride. Yeah, we can't wait to hear, to see when he comes back, what is going to really bring back to the table. Story. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. A lot of stories is going to happen. So we really know exactly who these guys are. Well, guys, and we're going to round up today, and I'm so happy to have you people on board, and it was a nice evening just to while away time and share some of the things that are on the street. Though the other things will follow. G came back today. Well, I watched a premiere. I think she should be in Nairobi, but not much to talk about. Just to fake eating a breakfast, and so much a full breakfast on the table and all that, and with the Lady J and all that stuff. So I just said, well, there wasn't something for me to add there. So mine was just about to expose a little bit of the culture, that was almost similar to where she went to in Nigeria. And I assume that part was the TV land, Plateau, Benue, Plateau State. So they share a common culture and all that. So all the faking she was doing, I think she was just deceiving herself. But no problem, we will have to see again. And Maria Brazil said, what did Maria said here? Maria said, if you look in internet how to run a safari company, for sure, it's not only a car and a driver's license. Yes, that's what he doesn't understand. That's what he doesn't understand, where that it takes a lot, it needs a lot, you just have to be prepared for it. Probably he had figured that out. That's why he wanted to, work with what's this guy's name? Safari, Deep Sea Safari. He had figured it out that he wouldn't be able to do it on his own. But then, who wants to do business with Demora? Then you're just creating a failure platform for yourself, because if the guy has his own a license and is what that he's been into, he has his own safari car. So what do you need him for? Or to advertise in his website? Then how can that work? Then it cannot work. So that's exactly what I see there. So guys, Gladys Giti River said he is going to tourism school next. Okay, that's good. But he needs to polish his English. Or is that going to be a tourism school in Swahili? Because it's not the Swahili people that come for safari. The foreigners that speak English, German, French, from many other countries, overseas countries. So what language is he going to learn on top? Because most safari tourists, most safari people running businesses like that, supposed to have at least a second language, one or two, foreign language with you that, can help with your visitors, with your tourists, to guide them. Not that they say this, you don't hear, they say this, you don't hear. So it's supposed to at least equip with at least two language, English, probably French or German or Spanish or Dutch. So, but English should be the real primary international language, because there you have international people coming, not the people from Swahili land. So that's exactly what they don't know. So yes, Monique said yes, English is the main language. Yeah, English is the main language. Everybody needs to. So he needs to polish his English, and he's also going to read. If he has to go to the tourism school, he needs to do, because it's going to be done in English too. Most of the science will be in English too. Most of the science and all that. So all that he has to go through. But is he good enough for that? Yeah. Is he good enough for that? Can he handle that? And Mora can never do anything on that basis. Or Mora, is he going to send Crayuno to do it? Or who else? Well, we shall see exactly what will happen. Monique, he doesn't need 2 languages. What does he need then? What does he need then? So he doesn't need 2 languages. Well, let's see if he has even one, a good command of English, and is able to understand the signs, because all these areas, safari areas, they'll all be marked with different signs about dangers, about what to expect, animal behavior, and all that. So all that is a complete package. So will you be able to do that? Let's see, because normally it's supposed to have at least maybe a secondary school level certificate, and with that, it's good enough for him to learn to go into this safari tourism, school, learn something that he can be able to give out to the tourists that will be joining them. This is exactly what I see there. But I would say, well, the sky is the limit. We'll also be here to see exactly how far they will go. Angela said, so Marwa getting the safari for Muzungos only. so Marwa getting the safari for Muzungos only. At the end of the day, the Muzungos will end up in his bunk, and in the bunk of the love nest of Crayuno, because right now they have turned Mama Grace's house to a lover's nest. It's going to be a meeting point for all of them too. So whereby Mora is not around, this is the next point. And Mora will say, hey, Crayuno, I help you. What is my percentage? He will make sure he has a bit of it, a portion of it. That's what I see there. So Monique said, these people are just talking. Sometimes, dreams come true. Sometimes it's just talking. But so far, what has Mora done that has been successful? Nothing. The fish pond is no more. Hey, Pebbles, welcome to the house. Thank you, Pebbles. Thank you. The fish pond is no more. So what else is Mora going to provide? What else? There's just nothing. Mora has got nothing to show up. So we're just talking, but we're going to wait. We want to see when he comes back from Argentina. And we also, because right now we don't know why he's still there. We don't know why. The baby is big enough to travel. Normally, for a newborn baby overseas or something, most people go on holidays and they happen to give birth there. At least I think it's the airlines allowed 2 or 3 weeks. Then you can fly with the baby. And why they do that? They said because of the eardrum is very sensitive to the noise of the train, to the air in the cabin of the plane. So they never allowed any child, if it's not up to, I think, 3 weeks or so, 3 weeks or 1 month to be able to fly. But like today was it today or yesterday that they flew with the baby? And they said, oh, they had a problem in the ear. He said, but the baby M didn't have anything. I didn't inside the baby to know. But glad enough, I could check. I was watching exactly whether they sat on the wing, because if you sit on the wing, then it can really be disturbing. Then it can also affect the eardrum of the baby. It can affect the eardrum of another. For me, I always run away if it's there. Until I got to know when I'm booking, I go through the airline, this thing, and I check, where the seats are. If it's on the wing side, then that flight I'm not going, because I know I'm going to have a lot of problem. Or I ask them in the airport if they can change me and give me a seat that is not on the wing. So that's what I saw there. So now Marwa will have only foreigners using the service. He said no villagers allowed. Yeah, he keeps on degrading his villagers. So for him, his villagers are nothing. They have nothing to offer him. So because of that, let him keep on degrading them. It just, my God, I have never seen a thing like this. I've never seen a person like this. So Vico, I guess Kenya will risk collecting visitors from Migori or Nairobi until disaster happens. Let's see how it's going to go. First of all, let him land first. And let's know exactly what his intentions are, whether the safari is still going to go ahead with the safari, or it was just a tell to collect money from his subscribers. It could have been. just a way to, suck them out, suck them dry. Could have just been just a way. Because I don't think Mora is really interested in business. He's only interested in, after the sermon, please, guys, I need your help. Send money to send wave. Any way you want to support me, I have a wife to support. I have a baby to take care of. I have a family now. I'm now a family man. As if, who cares? Who sends him to go and marry, to go and make a baby? So that's exactly what it is. So Kenge cannot, Kazan said, Kenge cannot leave Argentina if he wants an Argentinian passport. He must stay for 2 years, uninterrupted stay. That's one of the rules. That's one of the criteria. Yes, I thought I saw it too. I saw something like that too. But some people said, no, you can get immediately, but I doubt. No country will want to just give somebody, their passport like that. You have to be there and they have to see how you are, whether you fit into that system and all that. And also do some background checks too. If not, nobody. If not, then everybody could have just been migrating there to taking passport and all that. So it's just going to be roaming, wilding away time, accumulating some small money. Probably when they go back, since he doesn't want to stay with the in-laws again, they're going to go into a small rental, just to stay. Kukuma, the money is coming in, his minions are still sending him money. So Kazan said, Vico, alternatively, Rocio has not made it possible for Kenge to apply for his definite stay using the baby's passport. Yeah, it's possible because Roro seems not to really opening up. He seems to be quietly maneuvering the situation. That's what I see there. Pretend as if she doesn't know what she's doing. But I think she knows what she's doing. She's from that place. She understands the language. She's been to school. She should know what is obtainable and what that is not obtainable. And I think the few contacts that Mora tried to make with fellow people that look like him, was to be able to get a second-hand or first-hand information. Because those people being immigrants before, they would have passed through the same process of having a paper, and they can easily explain everything to him. But Rores is supposed to, from the offices, ask questions, or at most, they take a lawyer. But Mora will never want to pay a dime to the lawyer. So I guess the other guy that he met, the guy from Haiti, would have informed him, given him a bit of everything. Probably that's why he went looking for that guy. That's what I see there. That's what I see there. So Gladys said, it's free for almost all airlines for children under 2 years. That is true. To fly as long as they sit on parents' lap. Yeah. So best believe Mora will utilize this 2 years. You get the tingo, Gladys. You get the tingo. It's going to use it free to fly with the baby everywhere once the baby's passport is out. Yes, you got the tingo. So the ticket is going to be for only him and Rocio. Finish. So other airlines, it's half price, if any. Yeah, some airlines, I don't know whether up to 8 months or up to 6 months they can pay or something. They should be. Before it used to be free, but now I'm not. I don't know much about it anymore. Yeah. So and Chichoma. Let's see what Chichoma said here. Oh, I went too far. Okay. And Chichoma said, what sort of driving test do you pass with a couple of lessons and no practice? Giti River. He needs a car to be practicing because very soon he will forget it. He will forget how to change the gear. Sundra, bye-bye. Did you leave your link, Sundra? You didn't. You could have leave your link too. Okay, Dagogo Brown, let's see. A safari business with a used car with no dashboard. Low. What a joke. Dagogo Brown, let me give you a quick assignment now. Can you Google and see what are the criteria for somebody to open a safari business in Kenya? Can you Google right away and check? Let's see. Let's be sure of something. I know there has to be some certain criteria that someone must pass before getting into something like that. because it will be very, very wrong to issue a license. Probably that's why he wants to work with somebody with the deep sea safari. The deep sea safari should know the person he's going into business with. That is not trustworthy. At the end of the day, there's going to be a fight. That's what I see there. So Kazan said, Vico, why is Kenge so ignorant about the toll rules and regulations to ferry tourists? How does a new driver take visitors to safaris with no experience with animals, danger, etc.? Yeah, that's what I always think, because this guy is something is so primitive. And after he will say, oh, he's traveled the whole world. Traveled the whole world to where? Traveled the whole world to where? So Chuck Choma said, what sort of driving test do you pass with a couple of lessons and no practice? That's true. That's what I keep wondering myself, because it's difficult to imagine Gitiriba. Not that Gitiriba doesn't seem to be that. Well, I think it's just a joke. Check Choma, Kazan said, Check Choma, that's, let's see. That's it. Baby first needs passport, then visa. And also immunizations before a flight happens. Yeah. And they also ask, even the airline will ask the yellow card, the vaccine for the baby, they'll ask for all that paper too before they can board. But first of all, you need, for international flight, the passport is a must, whether they like it or not. For the local flight that they took now, I think they were just trying to see if they can succeed. But they did, because it's local. So only identity card and that of the mother, probably with the birth certificate of the child, they take along with them, and locally it's fine. But international flight, they need a visa, a passport for the child. They need a passport for the child. They can even ask for visa too, only that the mother will say, this is the father, and he will have to sign paper there. I think so. If not, they can say, where's the passport, where's the visa for the child to go to that place? You can ask too. And the Maria brother said 6 items are required to have a safari company. Okay. What and what are they, Maria brother? Can you tell us? It has to be somebody of 6 items. I wonder which one Kenge has. I wonder which of it that Kenge has. That's what I'm wondering. So Kazan said Kenge is at the mercy of Rocio if any process is in the offices for his passport in case he lives alone without Rocio. She can call to cancel the process, and I guess she has already warned him. It's possible. I think that's why he's behaving a little bit. And she wouldn't let him go alone, because if he goes alone, he will go back to his passport bro business. That's why for him it's like he's in prison. I see him a little bit unhappy, but he tried to force the smile while doing content, just for his audience, to have a feel that he's doing the right thing. But I don't see him like somebody who is really happy staying there anymore. That time it's over. That time is over. There's time for everything. You get tired of the environment, you get tired of everything, and he's not used to sticking to one place, to one woman for so long. Probably what he wakes up in the morning that gives him a little joy could be the baby, the smile of the baby, and that's all. The rest is nothing there. If it has to be the passport, he has to abide by Rocio's rule, and he knows that if he fucks up, Rocio will fuck him hard. Rocio will deal with him if he fucks up. Fakere, hey, another banger. Welcome. Come in and like the show. Another banger. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's what I see. If he fucks up with Rocio, she's going to teach him a lesson, a very big one. He has to be prepared for it, because the racist is something else. It's something else. She knows what she's doing. She's calculating his steps and her own steps, and she knows that is this baby that is in between, and she knows that daily her channel is growing, and she's been able to generate money Most people are probably even donating direct to her because of the baby. So, but Kenge, I think with Rocio will almost take everything from him. You almost take everything from him. Okay. Yep, Fakere Biko, I'm your darling, I'm here today for you. So the Gogo Brown said, Kazan at 16, well said. Rusio can yank off the sponsorship anytime when they get married. That's true. He's very careful. I think he's trying to study the situation. That's why I said he's meeting with those two black guys was to get him to to ask a little bit of questions, because you guys can see when they tried to go to some offices to ask for the passport, that the passport wasn't ready, and the Rusio will say, no, we go here, no, we use my auntie, and all that stuff. Why would you say that? And everything is online, and when you go there, you register, you ask for make the request for that passport. It's possible they gave them a link with a code that they can be checking online how the process is going, at what level the process was, and if there was any problem through that link, they could have also seen there's problem here. The baby's passport was not clear enough. We need to have another one, but yet it's the same passport, the same time that they used for the baby's ID card. So how come then for the passport on now, then it wasn't good? Okay, now you came back. Now, Rocio, you're entering motor, going to offices when there's everything is online now, all over the world. Everything is online, and you're going around offices to offices as if you're in a third world country. Then there must be something wrong with you guys. There must be something completely wrong. Okay, Dagogo Kazan said, Dagogo Brown, we see Kenge with his tail between his legs, like we have never seen before. Rocio has Kenge in her pockets. Yes, I think this thing is working very much. What do you call it? The placenta juice. The placenta juice has taken over completely. So Kenge doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. That's what I see here. So Maria Brazil certificate of registration incorporation CR12 or ID, copy of the director KRA PIN certification of the tourism enterprise work permit. Okay, vehicle log book copies, vehicle insurance copies. The vehicle logbook will reveal all the problems that car had, all the what do you call it, maintenance services and all that, from which year to which year, every month, and all the problems. So all that has to be taken into consideration. That's a good one. That's a good one, because when they said vehicle logbook, the history of that car needs to be there. They need to have a logbook from when the car was first registered, bought, and first registered, and the insurance, the maintenance that had been done on it, or if it was an accident car and all that. So it has to reveal on that logbook copy. So that's what he doesn't know. They just go buy a car and said, oh, you have to renovate it. They have to construct it. This car is not in the market. They have to do a lot of things. But, but to put the car on the safari, the company, the government, the tourism department in charge of this, they have a rule that they have to follow for security, because the tourist needs to be assured in case something happens. Because if one disaster happens, then it can drive away a lot of tourists that would have wanted to experiment, that sort of tourism, because it's not everybody going into the safari. It's not for the fainted. I wouldn't try it myself. In case the car breaks down, where do you run to? Anything can happen. So that's what I saw there. So Dagogo Brown said, absolutely, Kazan 16. He is a hostage to Rocio right now. That's true. That's true. It's going to remain there. If it has to be for the 2 years before he can get a passport, I assume he's just going to, wandering around the whole Argentina, city to city, city to city, and after come back to Buenos Aires, Mar del Plata, and they keep moving. So it's going to be something just like that. So Kazan said, Vico, so true, a placenta ritual at work. It's working full time, man. Guys, what do you guys think? He's working full time, the placenta, because he has to listen to Rocio. Rocio holds the key to everything in his life right now. If she decides to pull it off, then it's finished. And he really need that passport. Right now, I think he's almost into, he went there, was it September? He's almost into 6 months, going 6 months now there, 6 months. He's almost going 6 months. But it's only from when they issued him the resident permit that it will start counting. So if they issued him the resident permit maybe 3 months ago, then they still have another 2 months, 2 years, a year and 9 months, if it has to be 2 years, to apply. Because even when you have to apply after 2 years, it doesn't mean that they'll give you immediately. It can take 1 year before you get through. It can take 6 months. It can take 3 months, because there are some papers that he will need to file, like police character report from his country. He has to get that to file, and they will certify it in the embassy in Nairobi before they send it for translation, before they send it to Argentina. So it's a process, but he just think it's so easy. He think it's because he's the one, so it's so easy. So Diogo Brown, so true, Kazan said, yeah. And Miss Gladys said Rore sister does a lot of yoga. She locked her legs well for him. He is completely smitten. Yeah, that's true. And that yoga too, I think she uses it to control his brain with the placenta. It's like a sort of what should I say, wild meditation. This is what you do, and this is how you go, and this confusing him completely. The guy looks helpless. Mora is helpless. I tell you guys, he's helpless. He doesn't have a choice. He doesn't have a choice. Wodemaya is flying to meet the richest man in the whole world. He's doing a lot of things, and you are just here and said paper. What sort of a paper? You have been traveling to 70 countries, and most embassies, once they see your passport, stamp here, they can give him a visa. Why go and hang around waiting just for one passport or for a baby? No, he took the wrong path. I don't seem to understand. Or it must be a Muzungu, because there are also black women too that have this passport that could have given him this citizenship. Must it be a Mungucha, a Muzungucha? But this Muzungucha, this one doesn't turn real Muzungu. He looks more coherent. That's what I see there. So Kazan said, Maria Brazil, Kenge has none of this. My opinion, he expects to do corner business. No, but he's used to doing that. He's used to doing that. It's there's nothing about Kenge that has ever come straight. That cornering life, everything. His mind is 1000% in the village. When he see Muzungu coming like that, because for him, any Muzungu that landed in the village supposed to be presented to his villa. And that's exactly what they were doing during his party. Because some of the visitors that came were either subscribers to some of the boys in the village. But for Mora, you have to present them to me. And from there, when those ones come, all the donations are going to Mora. And not the other people, they just walk behind. What a life, what a control. Kazan said Vico Kenge needs deliverance to get out of the blood placenta cult ritual he got himself into blindly. Yes, it's there to stay. He hasn't got a choice. Everything, yes, ma'am. Is it normal? Everything, yes, ma'am. Is it normal? No. And the Kazan, Gladys Miss is laughing. Don't laugh. Everything just for passport. You are traveling a passport with visas all over the world. That anywhere you go to, they see that you always go and come back. Of course, they'll stamp this passport for you. So what are you really? And the Argentinian economy is not even a strong passport. If it were even the Polish girl, Pauline, from Poland. Poland is a European European passport. It was stronger than Argentinian passport. But anyway, the small girl could smile right and said no. Yeah, Hugo Brown, totally helpless. Oh, we'll be rounding up soon now. And the Fakare Kenge believes he is still a 32. Well, every year 32. That's what he says. Every year 32, 33. I am 33 years. He had said that recently, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I am 33 years of age. With my 33 years on age, I know this is this. And I was saying, I have heard this 33 years for so long. When will he go over this 33 years? So that is exactly where it's Fakere, and David is 16. Then D will be 20. 21. So guys, well, let's call it a day. We've had a good day today. Thank you, guys. And let's see what is the Fakere, right? Kazan, and David is June. David is 16. You guys will kill me with laugh. You know, we've seen it all. We thought we've seen it all. Let's see. Maria Bros Kenge has none of those, my opinion. Okay. Okay, so now we know that he needs there's a lot of procedure before he can, really get through with this safari business. So we know we follow up squarely, and we know exactly what next is going to do. But I tell you guys, I don't see him going into safari business. It's just a story, It's just a phase that needs to, to unwind, and all that. I think it was just used for donations to get money from his subscribers. So it's just something to scam them. Even the photograph of what he showed was already in the internet, the same photograph. I've seen stuff like this before. I have seen stuff like this before. I've seen stuff like this before, where even a brother will go and bring out something from the internet and tell the brother and say, oh, they have stolen your car. This is how the car was. And whereas that thing was all over the internet already, probably something of 5 years, 7 years ago, and he featured it to the guy, the brother living in diaspora. And it was not funny, but like Kenge on, that car was already there in the internet. And I don't know who is going to fool anymore. That's why I said, for me, I don't believe there's anything that's going to, really happening there. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, Nixon, did I miss this one? Nixon said, reactors warned the Marwa that Bitirwa cannot be a safari driver. It is a process and need the safari guide's accreditation to access the best parks. Yeah, he needs to go back to school. And I don't think he has a secondary school education. I don't think he has that. If he doesn't have that, how is he going to be able to follow up with the course? Because at least that should be a basic education. There should be a basic education to be able to do things like this. But I doubt if he has that. If he has that, well, I'll be happy for him if he can scale through the process. But that's not enough to guarantee Mora of establishing a safari company. He can establish it. He doesn't need to drag the deep sea safari into it, because it's going to ruin that guy. So that guy should be, wise enough to, to just tell him, no, it's not going to work out. We're going to Vimoelo. Hey, you're back. still listening, Vico. Yeah. So thank you. And the Kazan Fakere Lady J16. No wonder he has not broken his vocal cord. Yeah, the baby's vocal cord is still there. I see. The baby vocal cord is still there. So that's what we see there. Like now they went to see the sister. You can see, they have a good rapport, better than with the Kenge, better than with Kenge. Probably the blood sister and brother. We never know. Only Conmon can tell us. That's what I used to say. That only a mother knows who is the real father of her child. So on this note, guys, thank you guys for joining this live. I'm so glad that I had you people on board today. So let's see again. Tomorrow is Sunday. I hope I can be able to bring you guys something a little bit late, and probably any trending story. I just have to be sure of what is on ground before I put it out. And I know there's a lot of content out from everywhere, but it's a beautiful weekend, and we try to come back again. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Bye bye for now. See you in the next banga. I play some little music for you guys as you guys leave.
Intelligent reactors light the way at night, bringing love to shadows, making everything right. One more chance to lift the fragile high. With open hearts we touch the sky. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. In the community we spread the vibe, with kindness and love on every side. Vulnerable hearts will defend and protect, connecting the dots with respect. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. Our song a beacon in the troubled times, guiding souls with melodies and rhymes. Hand in hand we join the dance, giving everyone a second chance. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Conquers together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace.